Hello and welcome to the Week 13 recap video. Forgive any weird sounds I got. Recovering from a sinus drainage issue, so just bear with me. First on the list is number 18, Mississippi State at Ole Miss. I had Mississippi State winning this game, and they did, hands down, pretty much ran away with it. Next was number 14, Texas at Kansas. I picked Texas to win this game, and they did. It was a little closer than anticipated, but hey, a win's a win. Next was number 9, UCF at USF. I picked UCF to win this game. They did. However, a thing of note did happen. Their star quarterback, Mackenzie Milton, is out for the foreseeable future, so he will not be playing in the conference title game. Next is number 6, Oklahoma at number 13, West Virginia. I picked Oklahoma to win that game. They did, but West Virginia gave them a run for their money. The final, I believe, was like 59-56. Oklahoma came out on top. Next was number 16, Washington at number 8, Washington State. I picked Washington State to win this game, but Washington pretty much controlled the game from start to finish and got the win, and is going to the Pac-12 championship game now. Next is number 4, Michigan at number 10, Ohio State. I picked Michigan to win that game, but Ohio State came out. Their offense came out with a point to prove. Put up 62 points on this Michigan team, and got the win at home. Next was Georgia Tech at number 5, Georgia. I picked Georgia to win that game. They did pretty handily. I believe it was like 45-7 or something like that. Really not much of a competition there. Next was number 11, Florida at Florida State. I picked Florida to win that one on the road. I feel like this was their year to get the rivalry back onto their turf, so to speak, with wins. I mean, and they did. I believe the final was 41-14. They pretty much ran away with it, giving Florida State their first losing season in 42 years, and the first time they won't be going to a bowl game in 37 years. All right. Next on the list was number 20, Syracuse at Boston College. I picked Syracuse to win that game. They did. They got the win, kept their season alive, stayed in the top 20 rankings. It looks like they're going to be getting a decent bowl this year. Next was Auburn at number 1, Alabama. I picked Alabama to win this one. Auburn did keep it close for the first half, and even made it look like they were going to make it a game. Made it look like they were going to make it. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. Made it look like it was going to be a game into the third quarter, but Alabama ran away with it, as they often do. Next was Maryland at number 12, Penn State. Penn State won this one, pretty much no competition. It wasn't even close at the end. I think Maryland only put 3 points on the board, and Penn State had over like 30, I believe. Pardon me. Next was Illinois at number 19, Northwestern. I picked Northwestern to win this game, and they did. They're going into the the Big Ten Conference Championship game, facing off against Ohio State. Next is number 24, Pitt at Miami, Florida. I picked Pitt to win that game. However, Miami showed up and got revenge for last year, and basically shut down Pitt. Next was South Carolina at number 2, Clemson. I had Clemson winning this game. South Carolina kept it close for the first half. I believe the final makes it look a lot more out of control than it really was. Going into halftime, I think it was 28-21 Clemson, and South Carolina didn't really let them run away with it until late in the game. Next was number 15, Kentucky at Louisville. I had Kentucky winning this game. Really, I just didn't think Louisville was even in the same spectrum as Kentucky this year, and Kentucky did win it. Next was Kansas State at number 25, Iowa State. Game was a lot closer than a lot of people thought it might be. I had Iowa State winning this one at home, and they did. Next was number 7, LSU at number 22, Texas A&M. Now, I had LSU winning this game. However, Texas A&M did win it. That's not what upset me. What upset me was the fact that Texas A&M got the 2-point conversion in the 7th overtime, making the final score 74-72. And the reason that upsets me is that had they not made that one, it would have gone to 8 overtime and been the longest game in Division I history, which would have been awesome. That being said, it is still the longest game in SEC history, and I believe the highest scoring game in SEC history. Final score 74-72. Texas A&M gets the win. Next was number 3 Notre Dame at USC. I had Notre Dame winning this game. However, USC stormed out to a great start, went up 7-0 on Notre Dame, got a stop, and then went up 10-0 on them. At one point, having like 15 minutes to Notre Dame's 3 minutes of time of possession, but Notre Dame found a way to get in the end zone at the end of the first half, make it 10-7 going to halftime. So after USC went up 10-0, including the touchdown right before the end of the half for Notre Dame rattled off 24 points in a row. USC did score at the end of the game, but didn't get the onside kick. Final score was 24-17. Notre Dame gets the win and gets their undefeated regular season. Now they're going to sit back next week, watch the other teams play, and see where they end up. I do think the committee would be hard-pressed to keep them out of the playoffs at this point, but we'll see what happens. Next was BYU at number 17, Utah. Oh, that one hit hard. I had Utah winning this game. I feel like BYU put up a good fight, did take control early, but Utah came storming back, got the win in the end. And last but not least is number 21, Utah State at number 23, Boise State. I had Boise State winning this one. I just felt like they had a little bit stronger feel going into the game, and they did get the win in here. I don't remember exactly what the score was, but they walk away victorious, and that puts them in a spot to try and win their second consecutive Mountain West conference title. And that's it for the Week 13 recap. I got 16 of the 20 games this week correct. Puts me in an 80% correct rate on this week. So far on the season, I have 201 of the 257 games I picked for my games that matter correct. That puts me at a 78.2% correct rate. As far as this whole week as a whole goes, I got 46 of the 64 games correct. Puts me at a 71.8%. I'm down from last week, but I'm still above 70, so I'm happy with that. And we're winding down now. Next week's only going to have 16 games total. So my games that matter video for that is actually going to entail the whole week. I figured rather than just pick parts and pieces to go into Week 14 or the Conference Championship week, I just include every game that's being played because there's not that many, and we'll just go from there. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you like what I'm doing, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you have making the playoffs at this point? The picture's actually been clearer this year than it has in the past. There's still a lot of debate up for that last spot, though, seeing as now with Georgia in at the number 4 spot, you've got number 1 and number 4 playing each other in the conference championships. Only one of them is feasibly going to make it. So we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you for the Week 14 predictions video.